Good evening. My name is Marko Knudsen, and I would like to tell you some things about Roma and Ukraine and some things about the nationalism there and the results of the Roma communities, how they will be impacted by the huge number of Ukrainian Roma refugees that wouldn't be able to go back to Ukraine. I don't see a way. So the Roma that are fleeing now from Ukraine are not going to return there. Why? They would like to, but most of them will never go back because of the main reason of the pure anti-Zyganism in that country. Putin was not right that the whole Ukraine is nationalistic and full of neo-Nazis and fascists. But he created that Ukraine that are now united as a nation like never before. And this is, the result is a growing nationalism in that country. So it will not be better for Roma from Ukraine after this conflict. So that Roma that are fleeing now from Ukraine are Roma with a rich heritage, with a clear Romani dialect, a clear and very rich Romani dialect and with Roma words. And they will hugely impact the communities where they arrive in Europe. So many European nations where Roma lost a lot of their heritage, like for example in Hungary or in Spain, where there was really strategies that Roma are losing their mother tongue, Romanes. But these circumstances will not repeat, and there will be a huge number of Roma all over Europe. If the Ukraine has just 10% of Roma, and I would guess that it's 20, then it's at least 4.4 million people, up to 9 or even 10 million Roma from Ukraine that could start migrate because of this war that's going to happen. And it seems that later they could even get in the focus of the Russians for being collaborators with the Ukraine army and resistance, so they will be processed from the Russian side as Ukrainians and not anymore as Roma. And this could move very fast also to a situation where Roma in Russia are getting attacked because they are getting, it's being said about them that they are that they have sympathies with the Ukraine army and the Ukraine nation. So the situation is not finished. Millions of Roma will impact the European countries, mainly European Union countries, and this will widen our number, it will enrich our heritage, and will give groups of Roma and Sinti the chance to get again in contact with a lot of their oral history and linguistic heritage. So people, please share this information and further some facts from the Ukraine. The situation is this, that there are many Roma men that want to leave the country, but they are not allowed to. I don't know if it's an official amount, like a fee, or if it's a bribe that they have been asked to pay, but we hear it from several people it's like the standard to ask for to be asked for $1,000, and this is unpayable for the people. So I even had a family who was in contact with me not near, directly bordering Slovakia, 20 kilometers from Košice, and they didn't want to flee because the 3 men of the group were young, healthy men, not some old grandparents or fathers. Fathers, yes, but not old. Young, healthy men, 3 of them, and 9 women and 3 children had the chance to cross the border, but the men were not allowed to and asked to pay, so they all didn't pass. So, but the current situation, what we're hearing is that all Roma are letting being passed the borders, as long as they are women, children, or old people. The men that are able to fight for the country are not allowed to leave the country. So, but this is not just related to Roma. You need to be in Ukraine, and they don't care if you are Ukrainian Roma or if you are Ukrainian someone else, the normal citizen of the majority society. They are all not allowed anymore to leave. So this is the situation, and the last thing I would like to ask all people that are lobbying from the Roma rights and Roma issues from the Roma from the Ukraine, please don't forget to mention Putin was wrong with accusing the whole country as nationalistic, but there are clear tendencies for pro-Nazi, pro-fascism groups and people and parties, like in all other countries too. Yeah, this is a phenomenon of the open society and the democracy, that even such kind of right-wing fascistic parties and organizations, as long as they are not against the constitution, are tolerated by open societies and democracies. So Putin was wrong accusing all Ukrainians as Nazis and attack the country, but they have a problem with right and Nazis and fascistic groups in their country. They have the issues. So please don't fall into this whole hype of being Ukraine ignoring the important part that every metal has its other side. And Ukraine has been attacked with an unlawful war by Putin, but to say now all nationalism is fine and good and we love it and encourage it is wrong. The situation will worsen for the Roma in the country because of the grown nationalism through this war and the identification with the country. This will clearly happen, and that's why I don't see that these Roma people that are now fleeing are going to go back. There are enough documentations that document how the anti-Roma policy was in Ukraine pre-war times. So, people, please like this, please share this, inform the other ones. We just have the chance to create our own networks. The international organizations are dead, and nothing is happening. They're happy if they have a photo with someone made and a 3-line statement, but there are no clear demands except from the romanation.org. You can support our campaign letter, and you can find it on URLM, Ukraine Roma Lives Matter, urlm.romaedu.org. In this website, you find it later also in the description of this video. You can join the Roma Nation, or just getting the campaign letter and send it to the people that are in charge and can change something and have to know what we demand as Roma Nation. A bad news is that Russia today left the Council of Europe, so it seems that we only have the last international organization where the Russians are still sitting by the table is the OSCE. So their contact point on Roma issues is established, but they are not a decision-making organ. We need to send our demands directly to all responsible people of the OSCE and ask them to ensure all our demands, like secure travel also for Roma inside the Ukraine, like letting them pass the borders, and so on and so on. We have there 6 points listed, and these are the demands of the Roma Nation. That's all for the moment. I wish you all a good night, and one more thing. If you want to order this, you can get it on romshirt.com. You find the link in the description. Take care, stay healthy, and see you next time.